We back to talk to you about some cool shit. Don't even worry about what it is. We're going to tell you here in a minute. Strap yourselves in. The Cinestro Core's back, baby.
Cinestro Core, the cast. It's your weekly gold mine. Stay tuned in. Stay tuned in. They got the beats. Got those comic spins. I stay tuned in. Stay tuned.
Welcome back. Lovers of comics and purveyors of all things gaming, or just want to hear some random dudes talk shit on the web. It's your boys back, the Cinestro Core. Yes, purveyors and perverts, whatever you are, however you identify.
Your favorite Sigma Male podcast is back.
We are here to talk to you guys about some cool shit. Also play some games and let y'all know how much better than your favorite streamer that we are. We're discussing The Bride today, as well as The Secret Agent. Absolute Batman, diving deeper into the comics again. And then, of course, pre-Oscars talk, with the Oscars being next week. Let's go ahead and get our stream kicked off. We got all the boys on today. It's Graham, Gerardo's not here, unfortunately. Graham, Luis, AZ, David, and myself. We will be jumping into Marvel Rivals, but let's start with our Cinestro News Network. To start it off, we're not going to talk about Marvel right now. We're going to talk about DC. The Lanterns trailer got leaked, and DC tried to put a little. I'm joking. JK, guys. You manifested it early. Shut the fuck up. We saw it. It's too late.
That shit was so funny, bro. Whenever you sent the tweet in the group chat, that was like, it said, you guys manifested it early. Here you go.
Here you go.
Y'all are pussies, bro. Y'all should have stood on that shit. Y'all should have not.
I was gonna say, stand on business. Hey, hold it, let it cook in the oven, because that shit looked like ass. That you should have done
also,
something.
It's just the fact that I mean, me and David were talking about this in the group chat, and y'all also had the same feeling of like, bro, why the fuck is this a backwoods Oklahoma mystery adventure? With the
right.
What
niggas in Kansas.
Yeah, they're in the Midwest for no fucking reason.
We'll let David cook in just a second, but yeah, you're absolutely right.
But it just seems like a waste. Like, you could have done this story with anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
We said it in the like AZ alluded to, but basically, for the audience listeners, DC has a plethora of ground-based, I say ground-based, but like smaller scale detective people to run a story.
Earth-based,
right?
yeah, more
Earth-based,
grounded.
right? You've got The Question, you've got you can do anything from gossip, like you have smaller stuff, right? And so for them to say, we're going to do, like, we get what they're going to do. We get, like, they're using Lindelof, they're doing an HBO story to use it as a backdoor to, like, oh, it's DC, but it's darker DC, and you've never seen it like this. And it's like, but like, it's Green Lantern. We didn't ask for that.
This ain't your pop.
We asked for
space.
Exactly.
Green
That's
Lantern,
what it is. And was
colorful buddy cop adventure, not old ass Kyle Chandler, Hal Jordan.
Well,
it's not dark skinned Jon Stewart that he's.
They are afraid. It's when you're afraid to actually like dive into the comics.
Go balls deep.
Yeah.
Well, if
you're gonna do
that comic book lore.
Well, I mean, David has said multiple times that this is his favorite character, like DC character, and I think what is so attractive about the Lanterns is how cosmic it makes DC. Because to me, DC compared to Marvel, at least as a whole, seems a little bit more grounded until you get to say like Martian Manhunter and the Lanterns, and it's like, if you're gonna do that, then you need to show that side off and not
pussy around it,
and not just put itself in a cage where you have, however incredible or bad it may be, but like I feel like they're putting itself in a cage by setting it on Earth. Then if at some point they want to go outside of Earth, it just feels like it's probably not going to set with the tone of what is about to be set with this first season, because it definitely it's like a true detective style, Breaking Bad-esque vibe, and that's
what they want. Like, they've said that from jump, and it's like, I get it, like,
but that's
what you want.
But like you said, there's just so many other characters to do, like like Batman, or even like fuck it, do a Nightwing True Detective style show, or Green Arrow
in Bloodhaven,
you know? Yeah, and Crypthaven. But it's just
edit that out now.
I completely agree that it just doesn't seem like the kind of world we want to introduce the Green Lantern in.
It feels like so 2008, right? Like taking a comic book and then grounding it, making it realistic and dark and gritty. It's like, okay,
very like for instance,
the Dark Knight, the Batman.
Well, they just want to be Zack Snyder.
It's not even
Shut up. Nobody wants to be that.
Oh my god. No one wants to be that hack. I'd rather be blind than deaf.
It's just my thing is it's kind of frustrating because it's like we've been through that phase. We've established that audiences will kind of sit there for like a space comedy romp, right? James Gunn did it with fucking The Guardians. He did it 3 times. Right, Supergirl's about to do it with Supergirl. Like I think when the character and the stories and the ask for it, you should really lean into that aspect of the character. But maybe they're trying to differentiate it because Superman was kind of that, you know. So I don't know.
Well, I don't think there was enough alien stuff in Superman, and I think that's what maybe is what's going to happen with Supergirl is like, oh, we're about to drop this big budget blockbuster movie that's going to be
Lobo in it too.
You know, I guess that kind of cosmic feel to it, but the lanterns and just the concept of the color, what is it? The spectrum, I guess. Is that what?
That's the shit I'm on.
It's the emotional spectrum. The emotional
spectrum, and like the different concepts of you know, the different colors of the rings and stuff. Like my favorite Green Lantern thing
with that
is the 3D animated show where it starts off and they're fighting like the Red Lanterns.
That one was that was co-written by, I think it was either Bruce Timm or Paul Dini. It was
Bruce Timm.
Bruce Timm, yeah.
My God,
that's why it's so good. But like it starts you off and pretty much puts you immediately into this. It almost does feel like a detective
because
kind of
it understands the audience can understand it. It doesn't try to hold the audience's hand.
What if this show is taking inspiration on that?
No,
well, that's what I was originally wanting, but they can't. They're not going to do that now because of how grounded this feels. Like it's will actually shock me if towards the end of the season they leave Earth. Okay. I don't think that's going to happen. That would be the best thing for them to do. And then to like lead into a season 2 is like, okay, now whatever this threat is in fucking Hugo, Oklahoma.
He said motherfuckers in Stillwater.
Yeah. Like, no, I'm talking about 580 Oklahoma. That's where they're at. They're in the boonies. In that Deliverance zone.
I'm not going there. Places where Jon Stewart should not be.
Yeah.
I'm like
places where this white Jon Stewart can be.
Yeah.
But if it was me, Jon Stewart, like how it should have been, then you know, I mean, I'd be fine because they're not step to me.
It's like maybe they have a plan to broaden this investigation out to where it could go, you know, cosmic. But it doesn't give that. And I think for us and for a lot of people who like Green Lantern, like that's just not like what are they doing, man?
It just feels odd, right? It would be like if you had like an Aquaman style movie or an Aquaman style show, and you had it just set in the desert, like you had it set in Tucson, fucking Arizona. It doesn't make any sense. It feels odd. It's a very out of your element thing, and you have the potential to tell like a good fish out of water story, right? But here's the thing: if you were doing this with like any alien Green Lanterns, like a Kilowog or like even a fucking I don't know, I would have taken that fucking squirrel.
Like
anybody, right? If that would be a good fish out of water story because it's them learning the ropes of like what a Green Lantern is, but also you can establish like how the Green Lanterns fit in on Earth, blah blah blah, this, that, and the third, right? But you're not. You're going with 2 Earth-based Green Lanterns. What is there to get used to? The fucking low altitude of the Midwest? Like I don't understand what the fuck there is. It doesn't grab me.
Another thing that pissed me off, Damon Lindelof said that they straight up took green out of the title because apparently they thought
I think that was like a comedy setting. I don't think.
I was about to say, bro. I was like, they pissed me off with that so bad. I was already mad about the show, so it didn't help. I got guys, the misinformation crew.
AI
He got
generated.
discussing fish.
Discussing fish got me.
I'm somebody. Look, I'm kind of indifferent. Not indifferent to Green Lantern. I think he's many
hard.
different iterations of Green Lantern are really cool. I think his powers are cool. I think the enemies and kind of like that world and that lore is really interesting and cool.
What the hell?
So as someone who's not really invested in this character or its lore or how accurate it is, I'm willing to give it a shot just because I think, it's. I don't know. I just feel like I need to give it a fair shake just to see how it turns out.
It is Damon Lindelof, like Lindenhof, whatever.
Big Lindy.
Lindelof.
Big Lindy.
Don't disrespect.
My friend told me basically
he's Ayatollah.
What's going to happen is like what it is there's a very good chance that it's going to be a good show, like a good HBO show, but it's going to not feel like Green Lantern for a good amount of people who know the character.
Yeah.
And so at the end of the day, people are going to be like, it was good, but it wasn't. It did. You know what I'm saying?
And so they can get. So the normies can kind of.
It's going to feel like it's Lantern's
and that's what
name
it's going
only
to
for
be.
real.
That's what it's going to be.
Well, I'm also say that little tease of the suit hanging up in the closet. I hate that shit.
I
hate it.
Suit looks dumb as hell.
And I get like the concept of a suit already, worn. I guess is because.
Do you prefer it as like a construct, Graham?
Yes.
1,000%.
Like it forms on it. I understand.
But it has to look good, and I think after the Ryan Reynolds debauchery,
there is only up to go.
They're like, you know what? We're actually not even gonna fucking touch a construct suit and CGI in it.
I tell you what, they showed me constructs in that movie though.
Right,
I'm constructed right now.
As bad as that
I don't like that there's like no green or anything when he takes off flying. Like
he just floats up. It looks terrible.
Part of me
Superman
thinks
taking off.
Part of me thinks that is like unfinished VFX stuff.
I'm thinking so too.
Why would you release it then? Why release that shit?
Because that's not coming out until August, right? So
I'll give you his fucking PC if it comes up green. Not that you want.
And also, we can't even really fault them because, like, think about it, right? When the Venom trailer released, right? This is a stark jump.
You comparing
quality, right?
Venom to this?
Look. When the Venom trailer released,
no, time out. You're comparing Sony.
Matt, there's a point.
Let it talk.
I have. Let me cook, Matt. There's a goddamn point. Wait, okay. Look. When they released the Venom trailer, right? There was nothing in the trailer that spoke that it was Venom. There was that whole shot of the VFX where he's on the motorcycle and pulls in the drones, right? All these explosions, all these different unfinished shots that weren't there. So I am of the belief that they would put out at least something to let you know and get talking about it. And then eventually they'll probably put out an actual full trailer that people give a damn about. Now, if this is the full product of what they were going for, even remotely close to it, I am hoping to God it's not, because I don't think they would shoot themselves in the foot like that. They're not Sony.
I'll bet you $10,000.
However,
$10,000.
I can be wrong.
Much to your Venom point, that trailer also had Jenny Slate say it's a symbiote instead of symbiote.
Symbiote. Oh my God!
Do you remember that? And just like this trailer, there was no, like, it just looked off, and everyone knew from that, and they had to redo that trailer with her saying it the right way. That's what I think it's going to happen with the next trailer. The next trailer is going to be like,
there's not going to be any green in it because
he's going to be in his suit the whole time.
It's too grounded for them to do that, and that's what I don't like. It's already given us that vibe that if they do put green energy trails behind them in this setting, it seems
kind of good.
It's not going to look good.
The only thing it really would need to do with that green energy trail is that's the thing. If it's already focusing on being like a more grounded tale for Green Lantern.
They're not going to do it.
Right? But here's the thing. Usually whenever shows do that, they're like, oh, we're going for our grounded thing. This is a street level story, but we also want to make it a part of this giant sprawling universe that we already know things like cosmic gods, imps, and all this other shit that James Gunn has name dropped exists within this universe, right? I really hope it doesn't just end with like a giant CGI fight at the end. If it does, I'm gonna be upset, be distraught. But maybe also there is a possibility that they named it Lanterns because they're going to be focusing on more than one core, perhaps.
And I'm thinking the same thing.
That would be
that's
cool.
because they're like Sinestro's already casted in it, so we know Sinestro's in it. So that's part
our
of
namesake.
But again, if I have to watch Alan Scott be the murdered person and we don't get to see the first gay like Green Lantern, like I'm just gonna be pissed because it's gonna be another thing that's like.
Well, he is holding the actual lantern from Alan Scott.
That's what I'm
so
saying.
I'm thinking that we'll have to
No,
get
I'm saying Alan Scott
backstory.
is the murder. Like he's the one who died. That's
right,
what I'm saying.
But there's gonna have to be some kind of like background. Like, I mean, they have to. You have to, and at least that's how you establish that there's a protector
I
of
just
each
don't want it.
realm.
I don't want it. I get what you're saying. I'm just saying I don't want it him to be the murder.
The
murder. Be like, Alan Scott, the
murder
gay
victim,
Green Lantern, he's dead.
The inciting
Off-screen,
incident,
by the way.
Because
Like,
also
you know
they
what
could
I'm
do a
saying?
really think about how Watchmen told that really great story that how David Lindelof handled like a queer hero of like the 60s and 30s and like the early segregationist era, right?
That's why I'm holding on hope.
You could have a great JSA related story involving Alan Scott. And that would be, I don't think James Gunn is that foolish to rid a narrative like that. Because also, even if they still did a JSA story involving Alan Scott, right? This murder happens in the modern day. Alan Scott's dead, right? You would still not have that same weight when the JSA movie or show or whatever comes out and has that Alan Scott queer identity story. You wouldn't care because you're like, he's just going to die anyway, right? I don't think James would cheapen it. He's good at storytelling. He understands what needs to go into a narrative, at least enough. Right, so I don't think it's gonna shit the bed that much. I hope to God it doesn't have an Alan Scott murder, but God forbid.
I just got my fingers crossed. That's all.
We shall see.
I think it might just
fingers
be,
crossed that it's decent because I'm not right now. I'm not very confident.
I'm skeptical.
Just like I'm not too confident. I mean, about this next topic, we got the Street Fighter trailer that just came out. There's a teaser. Let me rephrase. There's a teaser for a trailer that will come in about a week or so. And even that one, I'm not too. It looks great. Like I'll give it that, but I'm not excited because of who's in it. Andrew Schultz, trash ass. Yeah.
50's in there, and if they put Many Men in that movie,
if they put Many Men as Balrog's walk out, that's gonna eat. I'm not gonna lie, I'll pay money for it. I'll do it.
I'll see.
I'm excited to see my goat Cody Rhodes. My big dog, Cody Rhodes, in there. Andrew Koji.
What are you doing? What are you talking about?
Oh, sorry, I'm grown. I don't
my
watch
president. My president.
Oh God, that's my Trump.
I'm telling you. Whoa. No. For real. Andrew Koji is looking like really fucking nice as Ryu. I am excited to see what comes of that movie though, because we have another game inspired movie coming out this year. Mortal Kombat 2, which did not look that good. So it's going to be interesting to see those two duel it out. Mortal Kombat 2 trailer. Mortal Kombat comes out on my birthday. God, they hate me. And I'm not impressed.
Go ahead. I'm interested in I'm the one who I think this one looks better than the last one. Like the trailer looks better.
I think the trailer looks better, but at first I was hyped that Carl Urban is Johnny Cage, but Luis has convinced me that he is miscast. And that this trailer, that's the one thing I think that it kind of made me kind of back up a little bit. He is miscast.
The problem is,
I mean, I just want more Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Like that's
exactly. And that's why I think at the end of the day, what Street Fighter is doing, while it looks cool, is the same reason why it's going to be the same outcome of reality of like Street Fighter in reality being like it's cool. It just never hold a candle to Mortal Kombat, just in terms of popularity. Like it was just never that. It's got its own niche, and it's you know what I'm saying. And I think that's what's going to happen with the movie is that the Street Fighter movie is going to be unique in what it's trying to keep. It's clearly from the teaser trying to keep those game elements like kicking the car and it's trying to keep it. The thing is, at the end of their theatrical runs, Mortal Kombat is going to hit 500, 400 to 500 million. Street Fighter is going to hit 200 to 300, and that's why we're going to get a third Mortal Kombat movie and probably not another Street Fighter movie.
Yeah,
and that's just how it is, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't think the cast that's in Street Fighter really has a pull that the namesake of Mortal Kombat alone
outside
has.
of like maybe like Cody Rhodes,
bro.
What? My goat.
Kids?
That's pure.
Look,
that's pure for
as a-
like. Cody Rhodes is popular. Don't get twisted.
No,
Don't forsake my goat.
Cody,
right
if you're
now,
listening, I did not say that. I just want.
I'm forsaking y'all's goat.
All right, that's America. It's America's ass.
That's real Captain America right there.
But it does remind me of those like prime, I guess 90s like action movies that have all of the stars in it. You're like, oh wait, this person's in it. This like it's one of those where it's like, let's get of the people.
And then it's a shitty ass movie.
You know what it does?
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
No, it does. It has the energy of like the original Street Fighter, just this hodgepodge of like a bunch of names and going full balls to the wall with its aesthetic and its world and everything. And I respect them for that more than I respect Mortal Kombat, because Mortal Kombat is a franchise I used to love as a kid, and then after like its 10th installment, they just decided to stop trying. Right?
Yeah.
And
they just started doing rehashes,
and it just became just drivel. But even in the movie, they seemed afraid to fucking just go balls to the wall with it. Like they tried to go and be like, "Oh yeah, this is Hakai. This is the power system. It's basically like fucking like Nen or whatever from Hunter x Hunter, and it's your innermost thing, and it taps into your innermost being, and it gives you a power. Like Kano's for some reason gives him one single eye. They could have just ran with the cyborg thing. You already have so much going for you that you're afraid to really get into the nitty gritty of, right? To really pull the trigger on. Because I think audiences have been inducted to multiverses, gods, alternate dimensions, all kinds of crazy shit, right? We're at a point to where if you do that in any medium, we audiences will be accepting almost anything at face value, right? Even if it's bad. So I just honestly respect Street Fighter, even if it fails. I respect
because they're swinging for it.
Yeah,
like,
as opposed to Mortal Kombat, which is going too much into the serious aesthetic, and I'm just like, they're trying to they're doing that thing like the Michael Bay Turtles did, or like a lot of other franchises did back in the 2010s, where they're like, all right, we're gonna have the first one where we're gonna be afraid to really go into the medium. We're gonna play it safe, but give winks and nods for those who know. And then the second one, all for the fans. They did it with the Ninja Turtles. They did it with Spider-Man, where they tried to put like different 30,000 Easter eggs in the Amazing Spider-Man, etc., etc. And I feel like Mortal Kombat's trying that more so than Street Fighter is being,
because they feel like they're established. That's why.
Yeah.
Which they're not at all able to.
We shall see on that one too, because like with
someone look up the dates too, because one is Street Fighter.
One's in July. One's in July, and Mortal Kombat's on May 8th. On my birthday. That's a very unfortunate.
So one's May, one's July?
Yeah, it's like back to back almost. Or June, I think it's June. Because it goes, if my memory is correct, it's Michael Jackson did Mortal Kombat.
That's hilarious in combination. Michael Jackson.
Yeah, what is that sentence you just said?
I'm just going month to month what big film is coming out, right? And that's one of them. But yeah, Michael Jackson, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, and something else I can't remember, but basically we shall see. The cast is pretty loaded over there, just like the cast of this next one we're going to talk about real quick. Mike Flanagan is making an Exorcist movie, and that roster is beefed the fuck up, dog. And let me run through these names real quick and we'll talk about them. On the cast list I pulled up on the Twitter, we have Rahul Kohli, Hamish Linklater, Jill Bellows, Carl Lumbly, Robert Longstreet, Matt Bedell, Samantha Sloyan, Kate Siegel. I'm butchering these names, I know. John Gallagher Jr., Benjamin Pajak, and Carla Gugino. So we got a massive roster right there.
Now, is this a part of that Exorcist cinematic universe thing they were trying to make, where they were trying to like reboot it?
No.
Is it entirely
Matt, use your ult.
There we go.
This is completely separate.
Oh my gosh, I got deleted. I got deleted.
The Exorcist thing that they tried to do already happened, and it pretty much fell flat on its face.
Okay. I am curious.
Hey, can y'all hear me now?
Mike Flanagan thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jesus
The last
fucking Christ!
Flanagan
I was talking into the ether for like 15 minutes. I was trying to say shit about.
I thought you were on the phone or something.
No, I was trying to say shit about Mortal Kombat.
Kombat.
I thought y'all were ignoring me and talking over me. I was like, I got shit to say about Mortal Kombat too.
They sent Luis to what's it called to Outworld. Bro got banished.
I know.
Luis, run through your thoughts. Then run through.
I was just gonna say, I think Mortal Kombat's gonna be a better movie. I think, but I think Street Fighter is gonna be more fun. And I agree with David. I think it's gonna be hard for Street Fighter to get a sequel because it's gonna be so bad. But I think Mortal Kombat, just on name alone, is gonna carry it into like a fuck ton of money. And I think I like that they're leaning into finally like what the game is, right? Because the first one was such a departure from that. It was just like its own original story that had nothing to do with like the tournament or like, you know. And then we had a new original character who nobody gave a fuck about, and so I like that.
Louis Tan.
Yes, and so I like that we're now finally
talking about Cole or whatever.
Yeah, Cole, whatever the fuck his name was. So I like that we're now getting, you know, all the, you know, Sonya, Johnny, you know.
Is there a reason why?
Sorry, I was just gonna say I think that Carl Urban is horrifically miscast. And
I agree now.
Should have been like somebody younger.
Glenn Powell.
Glenn Powell would have been great.
Billy Magnuson.
Thank you.
I think
Ryan Gosling
better.
as Johnny Cage.
Billy Magnuson's
also
better.
Billy Magnuson is also a solid pick though.
Billy Magnuson would have been incredible.
Or Ryan Gosling, I feel like would have been fun.
No, Ryan
Gosling. Especially, I just watched the other guys.
The last thing
nice
was
guys.
Go, David.
Is there a reason why? Oh gosh, remind me his name. Playing Cole. Was
Louis Tan.
Is there a reason why? Is there something against him? Just somehow losing his sight and being Kenshi.
I saw that tweet. Yeah, that would have been incredible.
Like
just
the idea of
Kenshi,
him being a random person, I'm like,
it's
that's
definitely
what I
the stand-in
for the. He's the stand-in for the like the regular like player, right? You know what I'm saying?
Show, like, the audience.
That's
POV
exactly what it
character,
is.
What if he is Kenshi though? We don't know what they're trying to.
He's not going to be Kenshi.
Well, no, they're killing him off this movie.
I hope so.
In the trailer.
Please, because
he
added absolutely nothing to the first movie.
He can't act.
He cannot act.
He's a great martial artist.
You expect him to lead a franchise like that? No, that's why they said, "Look here."
That's why they pivoted, bro. They said we can't do three movies.
Please help us.
They said we can't do three movies of this motherfucker leading a movie because we can't. It's literally impossible. So that's why we're like, all right, do the fucking games, get a tournament, get what's his name? That big dude,
Shao Kahn. Oh my fucking. Okay, I take it back. I did like Shao Kahn. I thought he looked cool.
Okay, those were my thoughts on Mortal Kombat. We can go on to Mike Flanagan.
But yes, Mike Flanagan. This list of this Avengers roster of actors
for
on
a
this
fucking
cast,
Exorcist movie.
It's crazy as hell. I hope it's really good. I'm not very much. I wasn't very big on The Exorcist, so I didn't really care when I heard that. But I looked at the cast list. I was like, I might get involved in that. I might get involved in that. Yes, I might be involved.
That's why I got involved in
that. Thank you, Ryan Coogler, for that. I'm adding that to
that vocal
vocabulary, bro. That shit got added so quick, dog. But yeah, Mike Flanagan. We shall see what this cast looks like. Maybe it'll be, some art. And speaking of art, a little guy known as my girlfriend actually calls him, Tim Boy Shalamoron, decided to open his fucking mouth again and say something disrespectful and disgusting to the time-honored art of ballet and opera.
Oh my god!
Matt's acting like he killed somebody, but
he did. He killed his Oscars chances. He's fucked.
Yeah, low key.
He is.
No, voting closed that day. I think he's fine.
Doesn't matter.
I don't care.
It loses his opportunity to get the box office movie of the year.
Yeah,
remember that award?
You cannot like position yourself and look. Say what you want about the opera and whether you like it or not. Cool, fine. But like as an artist, as a performer, to say no one cares about the opera, no one gives a shit, bro. Come on now. Are you speed running a downfall? I don't know. Did someone put a gun to your head and say fuck your career in incredible ways?
Dude, that ain't gonna affect the movies he's gonna get at all.
It won't. I'm still gonna think he's a little bitch.
But I think I do think it affects his public image a lot.
Yep.
I think
that's what I'm saying. Moving forward,
yeah.
like it's not.
Yeah.
He's starting to. He's coming off as insufferable and unbearable, and I don't really like.
He's doing this weird like frat boy, like movies can be cool, and like I'm just a dude. Like, and it's
like I said, he was trying to be black last week.
Motherfucker.
His publicist will take him aside and help him to understand. Yeah, nah, man. That's not the movie.
You need to grab him by the ear and say, "Shut the fuck up."
Bro. They're like you were mad about not winning the Oscar last year, motherfucker. You just fucked up your chances of
killing yourself right now.
This year. Look, I think I'm not a fan of what Timothy said. I think it's just kind of like
in poor taste,
like in very poor taste. I think like as an artist and as an actor, like you shitting on other forms of like performance. Like an art and just saying that nobody cares about it. It's dying or this and that. Like there's a reason going to the opera and going to the ballet is so expensive, and it's not because it's dying and nobody cares about it. It's quite the opposite. If not, it's not accessible. If art were accessible, I could then you could say people wouldn't care about it. But it's like it's got this level of
it's an auteur
of elitism. Yeah, there's elitism and classism that's associated with it. But I wouldn't say that people don't care about it or that it is dying. And it's just, I don't know. This thing, and look, I feel vindicated. I'm the biggest Timmy hater.
Yeah, you called it last year, and like we were just like, oh, maybe you're tripping. And then like as time has gone on, I was like, he's made himself unlikable to me. I'm still gonna watch Dune. Yes, I'm still gonna watch what the fuck else. But he's not. I'm starting to like him a lot less. Yeah. As time has gone on, I am very lost in this.
I'm just happy because I hope he doesn't win his Oscar, and that's
I do too.
All I want. So whatever, fuck him. He's stupid. He needs to get. But then again, he's dating a Jenner. What do we expect? Like, come on. Like, I don't know. I think he's trying to have his cake and eat it. He's trying to be like pretentious and artistic, but then also like be a frat boy and be just like a, go on Theo Vaughn's podcast. Like. And date a Jenner, like that's a certain type of guy, and it doesn't really
good shit, Matt.
Finally,
it doesn't.
I have come.
It doesn't really mesh with kind of like the persona that he's put up until this point. So
talk shit in the chat. I got whoa.
This pressure has been weird.
Yes, it's just ridiculous. Just like this next movie that we're about to talk about. So I don't know if anybody else watched it. Today I spent about 2 hours and 7 minutes of my life. My eye was twitching. Yeah, we're talking about The Bride. All
right, look, Matt, I want to apologize first off to not only you, but to the members of our community who were there or heard me at one point or another say that I believed this was going to be good because I like natural born killers, and I like. It was giving like
giving Bonnie and Clyde.
Like it was giving like an X, like a little bit of X, right, and a little bit of natural born killers, but with like a little gothic, like fucking horror surrealist twist to it that I was really a fan of, right? That kind of like Little Shop of Horrors, Lisa Frankenstein, that kind of like niche manic pixie girl type of horror, right? that I like, bro. That calls to my clear brain, and they lied to me.
They finessed you. They finessed me too because I said, "Oh, Jesse Buckley, Christian Bale."
I'm saying,
I'm in there. They said Peter Sarsgaard. I'm in
y'all
there.
Got robbed.
Bro,
y'all should sue.
I really should.
At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if I did.
Maggie Gyllenhaal, if you ever hear this, please don't ever direct a movie again in your life. Don't ever write a movie. Don't ever direct.
Don't call me.
To acting, please. And even that, I'm like, you're on thin ice with me. You're on thin ice with me right the fuck now. That shit was so ass. I gave it a 2. I get a two packs of ass. 2 out of 5. It was not good. It was not good. I try to find redeeming qualities. They try to put some monster sex in there. Thought I was gonna be engaged in that shit. No. Turn it off. Turn it off. I hate that shit, bro.
You seen it, right, David?
Yeah, I tried to tell Matt.
You warned me. No, David warned me when my butt was already in the theater.
Yeah, I told because I didn't know he was gonna go see it, and he was like, "I'm gonna go see The Bride." And I said literally in the chat, go see Hoppers. It's really good.
Yep. I'm already, bro. The trailers was on, bro. The popcorn
No,
was pop, brother. I was already
bride.
there.
I've said it before. The bride is just a clear example of someone in over their head, trying to do too much at the same time, with a cast that is way over their pay grade.
Overqualified.
Incredibly talented. Like, bro, Penelope Cruz, Peter Sarsgaard,
Jake
Gyllenhaal, who was wasted. All he did was just stand there and mope about.
Christian
he didn't
Bale
fucking do anything. Christian Bale was acting his ass off. Jesse Buckley.
Yeah, he was like, it's sad because there was a lot of good performances.
Incredible.
But you're just like, you can
help
like
me.
I'm coming.
Like I said, this is a prime example of like, you do something like this. It's almost like back to the drawing board type of like, start small and work your way up to do something of this nature in the future. Swinging for the fences with this, trying to go ahead.
The concept, there's like you said earlier, the Bonnie and Clyde, there is a concept of that in this movie, and it would have worked out great if they had changed the writing. This movie's written so poorly. Also, I don't like the whole Jekyll and Hyde effect that she had going on between her and Mary Shelley possessing her mind. I was like, what the fuck is that? I said, what the fuck is that? It made no sense. And I'm all for like crazy zany concepts if done right. It's not it, bro.
Give me an example, because as somebody who felt like this was going to be really good and didn't see it, and then got really disappointed by the news of it. What?
Yeah.
What?
No, I think
I am a misjudging.
I agree. No, I see where Izzy's coming from.
I want to know what specifically, because you and David seem to share the same take of like she's trying to do too much with it. The Jekyll of Hyde is an interesting angle. I didn't know that was going to be a thing. That's upsetting to hear. What other concepts and things do they
it's just how
put in
she
the film
used
that makes it feel distorted?
I said it before. It's how she used the IMAX cameras. Number one, it's just her use of IMAX
misuse
screen ratio. Yeah, misuse of IMAX screen ratios. It's the concept of trying to do. It's almost like an attack on capitalism, but it's not, because at the end it turns into like It's one of those. I'm trying to find the best way to put it.
She wanted to make a critique on society, and she got too much dip on her chip. This turned into it could have been a good critique on patriarchy and misogyny, and how like people are trying to silence women, especially in today's political climate. That could have been an elite story.
Similar
story.
To like what they do with this is going to be an odd left field comparison, but it almost sounds like they try to do a similar aspect of what they do with the Bride and Creature Commandos.
Yeah,
I mean they made this already, and it's called Poor Things. That's literally what
exactly. Yeah, that's another thing.
Frankenstein, you know.
Yeah.
And to touch on the Bride of Frankenstein aspect too.
Frankenstein.
I almost said Frankenstein. Gerardo gonna come and pop me in the head, bro.
Get out of here in spirit.
he's gonna log in. He's gonna log in. I heard you said some shit. No, it's they make him like a little sad
cuck.
So like, not even a cuck. What's it called? He's just kind of mopey and like, I need a bride. I've been traveling for all these years. Oh, please help me. And then she comes around and like. She has no memory. She's tweaking. She's turning into Mary Shelley. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is this? I wrote down some notes because I had to think about.
So basically, what we're gonna say before you say that. Basically, it is what you do when it feels like when your first draft notes where you got like too much, do this, where you do like. When your first draft says you're trying to do way too many things,
no revisions.
It feels like there's no revisions, and you just went with it.
Interesting.
That's basically how it feels.
I admire the tenacity. I also do not want this to ever happen to me again because I disrespected, bro.
This is so. I like Maggie Gyllenhaal, and I liked her last movie, The Lost Daughter. I think was a really good, like
I enjoyed
really good movie. Like I
that was more her speed though.
Jesse Buckley in that bitch too, incredible in that movie. So, and I agree, and I think you had said earlier, like her biting, like having too much dip on her chip. That's a huge jump going from something like The Lost
That's what I'm
Daughter,
saying.
which is so small and intimate and so character focused, and then going to trying to say something that's so large, that's a critique on capitalism and on misogyny and society, but also make it IP and make it palatable. And it's like that's a huge leap. And unfortunately, you know, there's some filmmakers who can't grapple with that jump in budget, that jump in expectation, and that jump in people dictating what creative decisions you can make, right? Because when you take on more money and you work with a studio that's much larger, you're gonna have a lot more people in your ear telling you what to do and you know how to make this movie that you want to make. So I feel bad. I feel bad for Maggie because I think she is a talented filmmaker, and I am excited to see what else she's got. She's got cooking, but it's just I'm glad that she took a swing. She missed, but you know, I would much rather her.
Swung.
Yeah, she swung. But I would much rather her go for it than not at all and play it safe. You know.
Here's my stance on that, because she's gonna get multiple chances. If any other director, any other person of color directed something like this, they would be fucking shunned from Hollywood.
Don't play. Nia DaCosta's made 3 mediocre movies.
Hey, we don't disrespect Queen Nia like that, man. You saw the Bone Temple.
Yeah, not as good as the first one.
All right. Anyways, the point is, if Nia DaCosta made this bullshit, she would.
She did. She made Candyman. What are we talking about?
Nah, we're not hating on Candyman.
No. Candyman. No, listen. This movie is making Candyman. This movie makes Candyman feel like Schindler's List, bro. This is some bullshit.
That is a wild read.
That's fucking crazy.
We gotta get him out of here. We gotta get him out.
It makes Candyman look like a
Shawshank Redemption type shit.
Holocaust movie.
Yeah, that was out of pocket.
It makes it look like I'm saying, like it looks like an actual like a really, really good film.
Yes,
this movie was not it. And I'm gonna just read my notes real quick and get off this topic because I'm not thinking about. I feel my blood pressure going up. It's making me angry. It's making me so angry. I feel like Lewis Hamilton in 2025. I'm trying. So essentially, it boils down to praise of Jesse Buckley's performance because. While I didn't like the whole back and forth between Mary Shelley and the bride, Jessie she did what she needed to. She did what she could with what she had.
She's doing a lot of acting.
Christian Bale. If this film were more gooder and released within time for Oscars contention, I would have said some type of Oscars award for him. He's good. Trust me, he's good in this.
They're not going to nominate him for playing Frank.
I know they won't.
They won't.
I know they won't. But
But
I'm saying
I would even
you
take a panned film like even fucking what is it, Terminator Salvation that he's in? He's good in that. Christian Bale's never the worst part.
Bale's never bad.
Christian Bale's always good.
He's never bad. Always good. Always
look at Thor.
The best part of that dog shit movie.
Even the
worst fucking Thor movie.
But listen to this: the budget for The Bride was 80 million, and domestically it did 7,260,000. Internationally, it did 6 million.
She wasted. Oh my God, wasted funds.
Sometimes you can invest in art for the sake of art.
You know what studio this is from?
Warner Brothers.
No, Magamount.
I'm not even surprised.
No. Paramount.
It's a Magamount.
I thought it was Warner Brothers. There was a Warner Brothers logo on it.
You know what?
Same thing now.
Warner Brothers.
I'm pro.
It's the same thing now, Matt.
Same thing now.
It's incredible.
Oh my God.
What a horrible timeline we have.
So no good.
I see why people play freeze tag in traffic. This is it. This is exactly why I crash out.
This is it. He says.
This is exactly why I crash out. No Michael Jackson. This is it. It's so bad.
AZ played Tank Deadpool.
I am disgusted. I am disrespected. I'm appalled. Let's talk about something more gooder. The Secret Agent not in theaters right now. Oh, it's still in theaters certain places where you're lucky. But also on Hulu and Disney Plus. Luis, wait, who else has seen it?
I would highly recommend anyone who's listening and watching the state of the world that we're in right now, I would highly suggest watching The Secret Agent. Because it talks about Bolsonaro and all of that stuff that happened in the
time of mischief,
early 80s,
77 in Brazil,
1977. late 70s, sorry, in Brazil, and just
it feels very poignant.
When you're
poignant
in an autocracy and what happens, and you see the echoes of it today in America, it is
very relevant film.
Not only is it Wagner Moura being a boss, but it is a very
swagged
chilling
out.
Like just look at, hey, if we're not too careful, we gonna be on that path.
I mean, yeah, on some,
we're already on that
already
path.
be on that path.
On some
we're already
shit,
on that path.
It's why art is so important, right? It's because it's it's without films, right? Like you how are you if you don't read and you're stupid and you don't know history? Like how it's important movies like this that kind of show you why history is cyclical and why it repeats itself.
Help me.
Why people fall into a lot of the same
I'm
traps
dead, brother.
as they did before, right?
It's 5 on 6. That dude left us, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, really awesome. That's fucking awesome. I mean, I've talked about. I think I talked about the secret. I talked about the Secret Agent before, so I won't really, talk too long about it. And it's just wider release now, so more people can see it, and so that's really exciting. It's really good. But
I think
it's necessary.
Man, I think it's very necessary, and I think just it's a lot of things. I think Kleber Frondosa Filho was inspired by a lot of different genres, and he manages to, I think, meld them and merge them all perfectly into one movie.
Kill Iron Man.
And so that's very.
I'm getting
please
dug in.
plug Iron Man up.
I'm getting dug in right now. Hold on.
And so that's
healing you, bro.
That's one of
Thank
the
you,
really.
brother.
We're fine.
That's one of the really cool things about
Jeff
this
dead.
movie is that it tries.
Loki dead.
Not only does it try to be a lot of different things, but it successfully pulls that off. And so, and also Wagner Moura is my. I'm clock this.
I'm gonna say it.
Clip this shit. Clip this shit right now. He's winning the Oscar.
I would. I think he has actually a really good shot.
I'm not lying to you. I think he is going to win the Oscar, and I think
I
it's
would
deserve
try.
it.
If you watch this performance, you understand why he's saying that. Because first of all, we are known and very vocal Wagner Moura enjoyers here.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing I've seen him in so many things. I'm like I can't.
And he's always good.
He's so bro. Him and Puss in Boots. The Last Wish. I just got fried. I saw it.
I need you to
fuck that Iron Man up.
Wanda's hand inside his chest.
I was trying to talk about my goat. I got distracted. I'm sorry. Let me lock in. But no, yeah, he cooks in everything he's in. My introduction to him was in whatchamacallit, Narcos.
Elysium.
Oh, you watching Elysium? Yeah. I was watching Narcos.
Spider in Elysium. God, I love that movie. I love that movie.
Watch this shit.
Also very poignant and perfect.
Bye.
Yeah,
oh,
man.
That's
are you kidding me?
Matt Damon one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got that suit on his body.
Banger.
No, she's trying to be me.
She didn't do shit.
Exactly. She worse than me.
She is you.
She is you.
At least I got kills, bro. She didn't do nothing.
But what's it
called?
Yeah, I think Wagner's should and will win the Oscar.
Matt, go after.
I'm dead. I'm in the shark's mouth.
I think that that movie is incredible. It's one of my favorites of last year. It's not my favorite of the international features, but the fact that movie even got nominated for Best Picture at all is insane.
It's pretty cool.
It's not European. It's not an Asian.
Yeah,
film
it's a brown movie. It's a
movie. A Brazilian film from South America in Best Picture. That doesn't happen ever, and
that should be a testament
last time
to how
it happened was over like 20 years ago with City of God, I think.
There you go again.
He just had to bring it.
There you go again.
City of God,
like Matt saying F1.
Hey man, I got the shirt on, so I don't even have to say anything.
City of One's a better movie.
This is a point to South American cinema though, because the City of God, the only competition it truly had was Lord of the fucking Rings. That is steep for a foreign film. So that is the game that we're working with Wagner Moura and the Secret Agent. All right.
Let me tell you his game, bro.
What's the percentage?
Push up.
Luis, what's the percentage you think he has a chance? Like you think he's gonna win?
That I
89,
think he's gonna
89 to like 95.
It's like 70. I think it's like 70.
No, bro.
I don't think they're gonna give it to Timmy. And I think Timmy and Michael B. Jordan split.
Iron Man, please.
And I think the actor awards were indicative of that.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I just think
What
there's
is
a lot
Matt,
more.
I've asked you to kill Iron Man 75
I'm
times.
frying
And you don't
him.
do it.
I
You
just
don't
think,
do it.
frying him.
I think there's a lot more love for the secret agent than people anticipate, and
Yes.
I think and I think that's really gonna come to light in people's ballots. And I just think Wagner, people really like him. He's really kind of out there campaigning, and I don't know, man.
Look who's the player of the game.
Honestly, it
That
might not
fraud.
happen, but I think we're in for an upset, and I think that's the one I would go.
It's a strong contender. Imagine if it's Maggie Gyllenhaal.
No, don't AZ. Don't ever say those words
Stop
again in
talking.
your life. Don't even form that thought in your head.
Listen.
Don't even form that thought in your head.
She's not a bad filmmaker. She's good.
We famously live in the
Good.
worst timeline. So in the event that this happens, you are welcome to use this clip in court and activate self-defense as why you shot me 72 times. You are welcome. I give wholehearted consent.
And this speaking of the secret agent, this does give us a good chance to pivot into our Oscars talk real quick. Luis, you mentioned your predictions for him winning best actor. Let's go ahead and talk into some of our early predictions. We've been on the money the last 3 years. We have not missed so far. Let's keep that trend
Follow
going.
me on Instagram, and then I'll put on my predictions, and you can put money on.
Luis, put on the Poly Market if you want to bet on Kalshi. Go ahead and bet with us.
Is one battle
Use our code Cinestro
for anything.
What happened?
It's up for everything.
For
plenty
everything.
of things.
It's up for everything.
I'm gonna tell you right now, the safest pick is going to be Leo for best actor. That is probably one of the
No.
He's not campaigning.
This is not good.
Year.
It's gonna win best picture. It's gonna win best picture.
That's what I meant.
And that makes me sick when Sinners exists, bro.
Man.
That movie.
Listen, I want Sinners to win. One battle is going to win best picture.
Javante, tell him.
I'm gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it.
Look, unless we find some kind of ancient tome where it says Sinners was secretly made by Paul Thomas Anderson. They're like, oh, a white man.
Or not only
Sinners
that,
is not winning it.
Or if it says Sinners was actually a story about the plight of black slavery, and they'll give it to Steve McQueen again.
Black suffering.
That's the only way we're going to get.
I'm gonna say this,
best
and this
picture
is gonna be.
Best
This is
director.
gonna be a hot take, but one battle after another was not good.
I liked it.
I did not like it as much as everybody else did.
No,
I think it was solid.
It was all over the place. I see what they're trying to convey, the message.
Yeah.
But again, that's also Paul Thomas Anderson.
But
it's true. It's true.
What are we talking about? No, he's got masterpieces. Phantom Thread's a masterpiece. Boogie Nights is a
Dirk Diggler.
Yeah. Boogie Nights is great.
I agree with Boogie Nights. I didn't like
masterpiece.
Phantom Thread, but that's me.
You're out of your.
I think Boogie Nights is a fantastic. That's his magnum opus. Boogie Nights is fantastic.
Yeah. I just did not. That movie did not click with me, and maybe it's because I'm a fucking white man. But I don't.
You wasn't fucking with it.
I do think Leo was great. Me and Maddie both said that. Leo is fantastic. So I guess I could get behind that. But as a movie, if that gets best picture, I'm gonna be sick.
That's how it happens. That's how it works.
That's what's gonna happen.
What I was gonna say is that unfortunately, a lot of this shit works is that you have to campaign, and there's so many precursor awards that by the time the Oscars come around, you usually have a good idea of who's gonna win what.
Yeah.
Jessie Buckley, she's winning Best Actress, no ifs, ands,
absolutely.
That's happening.
Absolutely.
She's gonna win for Hamnet.
Hamnet.
1,000%. She's won.
Is Paul Mescal in talks? Nope.
Not anything. Nope.
Not really. He didn't get nominated either. And I think
Angela Ami.
I think it was a better performance than
get the fuck out with that wing, bitch.
So who all is listed for actor right now?
I got you for best actor.
Michael B. Jordan.
And go ahead and do
Ethan
actors
Hawke.
too.
I'd love it if
Wagner,
Michael
Moura,
Wagner won.
You're out of your phone if you think Michael B. Jordan deserves to win that shit. Anyways,
yes, he does.
No,
he absolutely does.
No, he doesn't. For what? Playing two characters?
Yes, absolutely.
Wagner 3.
That's fine. I already said I wanted.
He's a better actor.
I already said I would. love that way. It's just not. We're not doing black and brown versus
You're
each
right.
other.
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Let's
Yeah,
go.
this is what the man. Did you see what's happening? They
Luis
wanted-
said there's a lie.
Put down in the comments
said-
below. Who's your favorite race?
Sorry, Hassan got
Put it in the chat. Who's your favorite?
barbecue. What's a better race?
No.
Brazilians or black people?
It's engagement, guys.
Black
It's
Americans
engagement.
specifically, because there are black Brazilians.
Put it in the chat. Who's
Hey.
it's great.
Well, hey, start a
What
poll,
do you
Chad.
This is your favorite race, man.
A,
Drop
B,
your
C, or
comments
D.
below.
Here's who's nominated for Best Actor. It's Timothy Chalamet for Marty Supreme. Leonardo
Lame,
DiCaprio
not
for One
winning.
Battle After Another.
Hold on. Shh.
Ethan Hawke for Blue Moon. Michael B. Jordan for Sinners, and then
Ethan Hawke.
Wagner Moura for The Secret Agent.
Mm-hmm.
You know who?
I mean, that is a good list. I just,
You know,
I mean,
ideal
it's a fucking
world,
ping pong movie.
You know, in an
Ideal-
ideal world, you know who would be 1 and 2?
Ethan Hawke. or
Wagner
Wagner
Moura
Moura.
1 and Ethan Hawke number 2. I swear,
Yep.
he's incredible in Blue Moon. He's so
And
good.
also streaming right now, I believe. Right.
On Netflix, yeah. But that's not how it works. It's all politics, right? It's about favoritism and how well you campaign and who represents you, who's running your campaign, right? What distribution, what distributor
Also-
for your campaign, how much money
Also,
they're
not to
putting
mention that like people in the academy can't be bothered to watch movies,
in. No.
and
They-
Yeah,
This is true.
and that's-
even though it's
Which
like
is
basically it boils
disgusting
down
and
to their
It's
embarrassing.
just like the
job.
government, and they need to start from the ground up.
It boils down to like that's their job, and they've said multiple, and they've done it like anonymously, but like even this year, it's like, oh, I haven't even tried to go into all the animated.
And they
films
just
this year.
passed a law. I'm not a law, a rule, quote unquote rule saying that you can't cast a ballot unless you've watched everything.
Yeah,
but
they just did it now.
but
And
it's an
year, what,
honor system.
93?
But it's an
94?
honor system. There's no way
Yeah,
to
that too.
verify.
There's no way to
that.
check
Yeah.
So it's all
because
about
I don't think you
checking.
can lose. I don't think
Uh-huh.
you can lose your votership.
No, you can't.
You
lose.
see
You
my
can't they're not going
letterbox.
to kick you out of the union. No, and it's
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm
it's like-
saying.
So that's why campaigning is so important because let's say I haven't seen all the animated shorts, right? Which I have, but let's say I didn't, right? Let's say I was a normie and not a fucking
Crayon.
mentally ill, person. And I hear
Crayon.
about, and I just hear about the girl who cried pearls, the girl who cried pearls, the filmmakers,
What?
the girl who cried pearls, the filmmakers on the road, and they're doing and they're doing a lot of like screenings, and I hear people post and talk about it. And I'm like, well, I haven't seen these shits, but I'll vote for that one because I know the name, I recognize it, I know what the fuck, like I've heard that before, and that's technically and basically what it boils down to. Oh, I like Timmy. I've talked to him. I've worked with him. He's cool. I like his interviews. I liked him on Jimmy Fallon or whatever the fuck. I'll vote for him. That's kind of how it works.
Basically.
It's not a meritocracy, unfortunately. And like David said, people don't watch everything, so they can't formulate an educated opinion about what the best thing is that year. So
that's why it's really important when you see something like Sinners getting Warner Brothers push behind it is huge, especially considering Ryan negotiated the rights to his film. Like that is big enough itself that you would studios. I wouldn't put it past studios to be like, we're not pushing this movie that much because he owns it, not us. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the fact that he was able to do that, and Warner. Now, granted, Warner Brothers was like, listen, we about to get bought, so we might. Exactly.
They're making the brand worth more with that movie.
Exactly. Yes.
Speaking of Warner Brothers, shout out to them for stepping up and defending Michael B. Jordan and Delroy after the Baptist incident. They put some pressure on who needs to be pressured.
We talked about that.
Yeah, we did discuss it last week. So, but they recently, I saw a tweet. They're putting some pressure out, so I appreciate that because sometimes they could very easily be quiet, huh?
Who they coming after? The BBC?
I believe so. One of my mutuals who's involved in the industry. He retweeted and I said, "Oh, okay," but I was also like scrolling on my lunch break, so I didn't pay too much attention. But yes,
something I was going to say about. Sorry,
go ahead. No, you're good.
About the Oscars is that, like I said before, like usually a lot of the precursor awards are really indicative of what happens, and one battle after another won everything at the PGAs, and of all the award shows that happen before the Oscars, the Producers Guild Awards are the most indicative of
Yep.
of what wins Best Picture, and usually what wins Big.
41-0.
32, baby.
Double check that scoreboard.
I went 31-0 as
32.
a healer, though. 31-0 as a healer. Give me
Yeah, that's true. That's pretty far.
Give me MVP. Right
36 and
AZ got the MVP.
Run me my shit.
Run what? This one.
God,
Damn.
damn, how?
That's why I said AZ got it. I
God
just saw it.
damn it.
I just saw
Why?
it.
Look at
Check
me.
the stat sheet.
36-1.
He
had
Brand
20
went 41-0.
assists. He had
That's
20
fucking-
assists.
That's an absolute debacle right there.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Right.
absolute, let's talk about absolute Batman.
Listen, oh my
first
God!
of all-
listen.
first of all-
Bro, I've been ready for
first of
this.
all,
I've been ready.
Don't push the next game yet. I need you niggas to understand something, bro. Y'all don't know Page.
Go ahead and tell
Y'all don't
me.
know
Show these
Page,
niggas.
bro.
Show these
Y'all don't
niggas.
know-
What is
y'all
that?
don't
What's
know
that?
Page,
Hard
bro.
copy?
Do you see this? Do you see? No, it's the floppy. I
Are
want
we
it
talking?
hard.
Hold on, let me go get mine.
Bro.
Are we
Matt ain't
talking
out
just
here on
about
hard.
absolute Batman or the absolute universe?
So we kinda discussed
We're
the
doing
absolute-
both. We're doing a
More
bit of both because I got a bone to pick. Look.
Comic books.
DC has been fucking up in the past couple of weeks, along with the anniversary of Milestone and reintroducing him to the
Yes.
DC universe. They did not say happy birthday or any acknowledgement of
think
Dwayne
we're- what was
McDuffie
it?
during
There's
Black
two?
History Month, and that was fucking disgraceful.
Um,
And in order
I
to
think we're almost
stop
done.
doing the amount of
That's it.
sabotage they were doing, which in addition to doing all of that to where they weren't talking about Dwayne McDuffie or celebrating Milestone, they then had it go to print and digital, thus splitting the sales, kind of like similar to Black Widow going to streaming the same day it released in theaters, diluting from the box office, right? Essentially. So it looked like they were doing everything to discredit Black creators, and finally they have pulled the digital and they're going back to a physical release, and they're giving more chance to support this comic. So good on them. But on the opposite side of DC, where there's good things happening,
Where did David go?
the absolute universe. bro.
No, David gone.
Oh shit.
That
They
shit.
got him.
That shit.
They
good.
got him.
That shit.
They got him. They
They
That
got
shit
him.
good, man.
you know
No,
who got
look,
him, and I
this
believe,
I just
Matt-
finished. This is volume
finished
2,
book 2?
so it starts off with Bane, and
Yes.
then dude, the end is like, man, yeah, this shit is incredible.
For
Oh,
those
go
of
ahead.
you who
Hey,
don't
Luis,
know,
go ahead and be
the,
what's your name? Go ahead and be
No,
Darnell.
you do it. Do it. I'll be someone else.
For those of you who don't know, the Absolute Universe is essentially a alternate universe DC has made where the moral balance, per se, like the chances of fate, are made to where it is more so on the side of despair, on the side of evil, right? Similar to like Earth 3 with the Crime Syndicate, but instead of having evil
Similar
versions of
to
everybody,
2025
there's more-
America, 2026.
there's much more struggle, right? Because it's a universe made from the energy and the essence of Darkseid, and he thrives off of despair itself, right? So it's basically the versions of our heroes that we know and love,
But they're in
much
the gutter.
They're in the gutter, essentially,
Trenches,
right?
dog.
Like Wonder
Yeah.
Woman isn't of Themyscira. She's raised by Circe in hell, in the underworld. So she's essentially like a
battle
witch,
goddess.
a magical goddess, right?
Magical.
With
In
a
addition,
fucking
we have
gut sword.
We have absolute Batman
she
who
got that
grows
damn
up
theme.
with none of his gadgets, none of his capabilities.
He's a
and all his
broke-ass
training, but
nigga.
he's just a normal blue collar man in his 20s.
Yeah,
his
but them's the
father
most
was-
dangerous.
Yeah, his father was his father was a victim of a mass shooting instead. So the hint on gun
that's
violence
incredible.
for Batman is quite much it's quite different.
And his mom's
this
still
universe.
alive, so he still
His
has
mom
his
is also
mom.
still alive. Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yes,
So it's
uh,
a it's a huge dynamic change
From the
Yeah.
original
For
Batman lore.
like for
A large-
anything really Batman and
Superman especially, because Superman, what happens is Krypton exists on in this world exists in a caste system, and the way Superman's family live,
Krypton's
their
Israel.
symbol. No, well, I guess. But in a sense, what happens is they exist in the lower caste, right? And so instead of being like the symbol of the House of
Krypton's
Bel, like the
India.
symbol of hope, right? The S, quote unquote, that's on Superman's chest is actually the symbol of the labor force of Krypton.
Yes.
The laborer. The
Yeah.
laborer.
Dude,
right?
it's
So
very
he's a-
it's very
slave?
Saiyan. It's very Saiyan.
Is that what it
Exactly.
means?
Very
It's
Saiyan.
very
like the
good. It's
it's
very
like the
good.
it's like it's Super Saiyans have a class system
Yeah.
like that,
Hell,
and a
Yeah,
bunch of
they
people will compare. Superman is kind of like that. What's the story that Goku is like to the west? So, Journey to the
Journey
West,
to the
I
West.
think.
Yeah. That ancient
and-
Chinese tale. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I think Superman alone derives a little bit from that story, and it's just the way I don't know, just how different it is, and it's still not different, like they're still the same. It's just like they come from really, really rough beginnings.
Scott Snyder's writing these, yes?
Yes. Snyder, well, he's not writing all of them, but he is heading up the creative division of the Absolute Universe with I think it's with Dennis Camp, unless I'm just thinking of the Absolute Batman writer. But what I love about the Absolute Universe especially is that it is Scott Snyder doing his best, right? Because Scott Snyder, whenever he wrote New 52 Batman, which I think was some of the best work that's ever come out, he did the introduction of things like the Court of Owls, the immortality of the Joker, so on and so forth, right? He's done all these great introductions of like this gothic, supernatural, just freaky, horrific side of Batman that you don't see.
Dude, it's very Lovecraftian in a lot of ways.
I would say it feels very gothic because the thing that's missing from a lot of Batman is they have the detective element, right? They have the element of like the hero, the vigilante, and that's all good. But they rely too much on like the gadgets and his kung fu training, and the militant Batman is cool and all, but I miss that freak of nature, animalistic aspect of Batman. Snyder understands how to implement that in such a great way, and giving him an entire universe unconstrained by canon is the best way that I've seen him use that sandbox. It's amazing.
It's also really cool.
It's incredible.
As somebody who hasn't, who it doesn't read as many comics as he would like, just because
you don't know page for real.
I think this is like the most excited I've been to pick up like a new comic.
Same. I haven't picked up one in years.
In a long time.
Yeah. And this has got me at least the Batman. I haven't picked up the Wonder Woman or the Superman, but this Batman story has me by the fucking nuts.
That's what I'm saying.
The good thing about the other ones too. So whenever this dropped, you guys know I went and ran to the comic shop and immediately picked it up.
You did.
But like the dude at the shop, shout out Cosmic Comics, by the way. He gave me the lowdown. He gave me the lore.
I think we've already talked about this.
He said, it's gonna be kind of a repeat, but he said he gave me an explanation of each other hero besides the Batman one. And like it's just so good. He said you need to pick them all up. You need to get them all and just dive into it. So if you're listening or watching and you want to get into comics, I would start here. I would start here. If you already have a basic knowledge of Batman and Superman and etc., jump into this, please.
Now, because what I'm loving when you go to all of these different titles, and this kind of helps us segue into our branch topic relating to the absolute versus the ultimate universe and how to like do an Elseworld, right? The way the absolute universe changes and handles aspects of the status quo, just completely shifting the entire mythos of certain characters, right? Batman's, it's very funny to look at it from the end of knowing what happened during the Crisis event where he shot Darkseid with the radon bullet. He essentially shot like the intergalactic, interdimensional equivalent of the devil with a Colt 45. He took that personally, and so Batman has one of the worst existences. The Joker in this is a eldritch horror, a demon, right?
He's scary.
That bit of the mythos he established with Batman Endgame and the Dionysian pool is like the twist on the Lazarus pit that lies beneath Gotham that has made Joker this immortal force of nature, this actual chaotic thing that's out there instead of just this guy, right? That one bad thing happened to, right?
The agent of chaos for real.
Rooting him in the supernatural, right? Makes him the embodiment of this otherworldly force that he comes across as in the comics, right? You have changes also like Batman's rogues gallery, consisting of his actual friend group, right?
Yes.
To mention his friends that he grew up with, because Batman grew up in Crime Alley.
First like 3 pages are of Batman on the page, or Bruce on the page is him talking to Wayland, Killer Croc, and I'm like, that was like, whoa, hold on. Whoa, wait a minute.
It's so beautiful.
Well, so have you finished volume 1, Matt?
I am about, hold on, where's my book? I'm about a third of the way in, or halfway in.
Damn.
Yeah, I had to stop because I got some shit.
I want
it's
to,
okay.
yeah.
It's all
but,
good. Go ahead. No, talk about it because I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna still get into it.
Well, I mean, everyone obviously knows that, like, at some point it's his rogues gallery. You know, they're gonna turn into, you know, their respective
characters we know.
Yes. But the way they kind of focus on Bruce's and Waylon's relationship, and it kind of like leads into how they change. Man, they do Waylon incredible.
Oh my gosh,
it's probably his design is insane, but just the backstory with like him and Bruce, like with this fight and whatnot, and then once they introduce Bane, that's still kind of what they do. Is like, obviously everything's different, but like Bane is still literally the bane of like Bruce's existence, and where everything kind of changes for him in every like major Batman story. Like, Bane breaks his back. Bane like knows his identity, finds it out. Like, Bane is probably more so his arch nemesis than Joker, I think.
I've ever seen in my life.
But dude, the way Bane gets a hold of Bruce and like what they start doing to him in like the second volume, dude, it's just incredible. And so Bane fucks them all up. I'm not gonna say like how, why, but he fucks them all up, dude. And the saddest thing I've ever seen is fucking seeing Oz turn into the Penguin. And I'm not saying anything else about it, but it is disgusting and fucked up. Wow. It's horrific, but it's so good and incredible. It's just, they turn everything
on its head.
Like, it's
good storytelling, bro.
This is one of my favorite things about the Absolute Universe too. Whenever you compare it to things like the Ultimate Universe, right? I really do enjoy the work of Jonathan Hickman. I do enjoy a lot of the Ultimate Universe, but there's changes that the Absolute Universe has made, not just to the mythos of Batman, but to other mythos, right? For instance, Green Lantern is probably the most interesting I've felt the character been in a while. And yet, it's nothing like main continuity Green Lantern in almost any regard. There's
I don't know much about this the Absolute Green Lantern.
So it is, I don't mean to like overuse this word throughout the pod, but it is very much Lovecraftian because it deals with this aspect of cosmic horror.
That's a perfect word
to use
for this.
Layers of the self and like these abstract concepts instead of the emotional spectrum, right? And there's only about, if I remember correctly, about 4 colors, right? And the entities are all differently worked in this universe compared to the other one where you have, blue,
like 20
indigo,
colors,
violet, etc., 20 different ones and subsets.
It's a rainbow,
right? Exactly. This is not even just more straightforward, but it keeps it nice and tight in a way that you're able to follow.
He's escaping. He's escaping. He's trying to run.
The way that the enemy lanterns are drawn, specifically Hal Jordan in this, right, is not the main Green Lantern. He's, as last as I read, he's Black Hand, which is typically a role that is held by another man in the comics. I can't remember the name, but it's essentially the entity that is in charge of the Black Lantern Corps, which is in charge of death, right, the absence of life, of color, of emotion, etc., right, and things like that change. The Flash in this world is Wally West, but he's also like it also has like this military Astro Boy kind of quality to it. I don't know how to explain it, but there's so many different changes that they're doing, even with Superman, as we discussed earlier, by making that immigrant and that laborer aspect of him really integral to his character and making that really be a more modern version of his original. Yeah, his original vision that Schuster had for him, right? It's
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's so.
Martian Manhunter also is like a
essentially
a mind. Essentially like a.
He's TikToking about being from
astral force more than he is like an actual physical Martian. It's quite it's fascinating. And he works
yeah, I've heard that the Manhunter is really
the art,
good.
especially the art in Manhunter is amazing.
I've seen art.
I was changing my wallpaper for like a week and a half.
But the art in Batman in this absolute Batman is also like it's some of the best shit I've ever seen. It's it's just incredible. I can't
so good.
Like I want to start picking it up issue by issue, but also I ain't got the storage for a fuck ton of books. Like I'm gonna just wait till the volumes come out.
Look at this slight spoiler, I guess.
But it's just
look at that shit, dog.
And it makes me want to get more into the other absolute, like that new Green Arrow one. When that shit comes out, day one.
Absolute Green Arrow is especially fascinating because they have.
I'm gonna take back every mean thing I said about Green Arrow ever.
And then they have, Green Arrow is going to be a mystery identity for a billionaire serial killer, and I really.
Yes, and
he's a billionaire serial killer.
Yes, so it starts off where he kills like 6 of the biggest billionaires in is it Emerald City?
Oh my fuck! That's incredible.
Yes. Whatever.
He's in Oz, Emerald City, bro.
Hey,
he's in Oz,
bro. But that design for the Green Arrow is not only one of the sickest designs I've ever seen in my life, but it makes Green Arrow like actually kind of fucking cool.
That's fucking sick.
He uses cool blades that it looks like the blades are derived from him splitting his bow down the middle, and it's if that is the case, that sounds fucking sick. That's so hard.
He's metal as hell.
I love it.
He's metal as hell.
Yeah, it's this universe is the best thing to happen to DC in a long time. For someone who's not a huge comic fan that's like into what the ongoing issues are and everything, but I feel like DC kind of lost a bit of credibility during that whole Man Who Laughs kind of thing.
Yeah,
like that shit just was too much. I mean, it's a cool ass concept that for
it was just overdone
the first year in the first event, but when you make like 6 fucking events and this guy is like Batman behind all of it, and they're all Batman, like different versions of Batman, like the first 4 is cool, like the Red Death, sick as fuck. But once you get on that, we know this is gonna sell, let's just keep on hashing this shit out.
They're doing too much.
Yeah, no, DC needed this big.
They needed this like oxygen, bro. This shit was
the mainline DC shit that's going on right now. The KO is also
DC
doing
KO.
really good.
Talk about that for a bit.
I don't know much about it. I just know it's kind of like a tournament.
We talked about it last week.
Yeah. So right now,
we talked about it a little bit ago.
I'm not sure if they're in the middle of DCKO. Where they're doing the boss battle shit, where they're having the guest characters such as Homelander, Vampirella, and all that. I'm not entirely sure if that's still going.
Damn,
I am out of the loop on DCKO. I've mostly been trying to keep up with Absolute and Ultimate.
Yeah,
so I've been out of the comic loop for a little bit.
But at some point this happened like probably a week or 2 weeks ago. There was an issue DCKO where the Absolute. The Trinity, the Absolute Trinity.
Absolute Trinity has now encountered the main continuity. They're the corrupted versions of them.
That's
bro. Batman and Absolute Batman have a little bit of banter back and forth.
Man, and
it's quite funny.
He's going band for band. He calling me a broke ass nigga. He's like, look at this Batmobile, bitch. You got no money like this. You got no aura like this.
Well, Absolute has a fucking garbage truck for a
dude. Here's a tank.
Absolute Batman.
It's a giant garbage truck.
He's
like
driving
not a garbage truck, like
a dump truck.
Construction
vehicle.
I'm essentially paraphrasing. It's like a mining truck, I think, is what he says it is.
Dude, but it's so nasty.
There's a point when Absolute Batman is facing down with main continuity Batman, and he's like, hey, he's like,
you like my
any
symbol?
last words, rich boy? He's like, any last words, rich boy? And he's like, yeah, that's the ugliest bat symbol I've ever seen.
Yeah.
For the main line.
But Absolute Batman's like towering over.
He's huge.
Batman.
He's a hoss, bro.
Dude,
he's
that's the kind of Batman I want. That's the Batman I want. Brave and the Bold. Like I want that '90s brick fucking shithouse Batman.
Tank man.
That Rob Liefeld drawing Batman.
Yeah, I'm
3,000 grams of protein.
Scrawny emo
Twink Batman.
I mean, I say that, but I love Robert Pattinson and I love
he's a skinny Batman. Gotta go. I hate that shit.
But
Twink Death now.
Oh my
Grand
god.
Pro Twink Death.
Yeah. But like, you just have to do something different, and I think that this is such a change of pace that it's going to be remembered for
Fondly,
a long time. And what's crazy is someone did an animation. It was like a reanimation of the 90s animated series intro, but it was it's absolute Batman. He's fighting the Black Mask thugs, and it like, we need, if there's an absolute anime coming, it would be the greatest thing to happen to DC animated anything in a long time, because DC animation they used to run the fucking show.
If they do it like the old Bruce Timm animation, or if they do it like the like even the DCAU, the movies that came out a few years ago, not the Justice League Crisis ones, but the ones before that, where it was like Batman and
Apocalypse War was the nail in the coffin. After like that,
it just kind of went downhill. But before that, everything else was like real fucking good. I mean, if they do the same thing with Absolute Universe,
Justice League War. Like if they do a Justice League
Judas
War,
Contract,
it's pretty much the start of
Judas
the
Contract
Justice
was
League.
cool.
But I think if they do that, they have to go the Marvel route, like introduce, Iron Man, Cap, like
gradually
you gotta
do it step by step, have a launch point as opposed to just going off.
You gotta show the Trinity. I think that's the best way to start off any DC universe, whether it's comics, movies, shows. You have to have these three, the main three. You gotta have the build up, at least what they're doing before they all join forces.
You gotta have that solid foundation.
And then then they come together, because I know Bruce has met Wonder Woman so far, and it's because he's trying to find
You're trying to fuck? That's crazy.
He hasn't met Superman yet?
I don't know. I don't know. But I know what ties into. He tries to go to Diana to find a cure for Waylon.
His boy.
And that's pretty much where I'm at in the.
So the last thing I read is the most recent volume where they introduced Absolute Poison Ivy, and I really love what they do with her design, because they make her like a hive mind.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
And so what's really cool is, based off of her being able to inhabit multiple plant-like bodies, right? One of the things that makes that really great is that her designs that she has in the background shots are old designs that she's had in different various popular mediums, right?
And it's like she's shedding skin, kind of.
We get homages to like different versions, like the BTAS version, the classic version. There's one in the background that's reminiscent of like the Uma Thurman.
That's the first thing I noticed.
Sexy.
Somebody help! I'm on the point.
Sexual Awakening.
Yep.
I'm getting fried right now. That's your favorite Batman movie too.
Yeah, that's greatest of all time, baby boy.
Cap.
Go there. Some goat shit. Y'all know Ball. Y'all know Page. Cap. No, but that's like I said. I think when I get paid this week, when I get paid this week, I'm gonna go pick up a couple Absolute.
Dude, I would
pick up Batman.
Get 1 and 2 of Batman and start there, and then move to like Superman and then Wonder Woman next.
Okay.
I'm about to get Wonder Woman and Superman here this next couple weeks. Then I'm gonna get the Flash and Manhunter.
The Green Lantern one is pretty out there, so if you're good with like abstracter concepts, I would recommend Green Lantern. If you want a pretty straightforward, good coming of age story. And a pretty neat adjustment of the mythos. I'd say, in terms of ones that like invent the mythos in the most flipped on its head type of way, Martian Manhunter is really fucking good.
I'm gonna get that. I think I'm gonna get Batman and Manhunter. I think
it really plays.
I like Martian Manhunter.
I'm a big Martian Manhunter guy, but I know him in relation to like things like the Justice League, right? I don't know any of his like solo or any of his really background on his own.
They cooked me. They cooked me.
My shit, bro.
They got me.
So it's very neat for me getting to see introductions. Like I don't know the exact nuances of how everything's changed, right?
Yeah.
But there's some DC comic characters that I know, like they have Despero in there, which I'm really excited about. And they're Despero. He feeds on despair, basically.
It's that Willem Dafoe brownface movie.
Desperado. Hey, I'll let it slide because
I'll allow it.
I'll
allow it.
My
I'll
goat.
let this one happen.
He can do it. William's the only
They are
one
jumping us right now.
But yeah, I'm gonna pick up Absolute, and then I think we should do that. We should try to catch up and then touch base and discuss it on the pod.
We can check in on the next couple episodes. See where everybody's at.
What I'm loving the most about the Absolute Universe, to really bring it back to the Ultimate versus Absolute, I would personally say that I'm liking a lot more of the reinvention that's happening in the Absolute Universe, because it feels like Absolute is actually doing changes to the status quo. They're getting bold, they're getting adventurous, right? A lot of Marvel's work within the Ultimate Universe feels reminiscent of playing
it very much is almost the same. It's just
right,
and this is in the most respectful way as possible to the characters. It feels like a opportunity for them to race swap characters.
Not even a race swap thing.
What do you mean by that?
Graham on his Maggie shit.
No, I get what you mean by that.
I get what you're saying.
The way it feels is like a lot of
reinvent.
They're going more so for this is a different guy. We made him.
Yeah.
Isn't that different, right? That's not the main drive, but I can see how that would be a way to look at it, because they don't really do much else to really thrust forward, right? Because there's
differentiate.
The main shifts in status quo that I see that are really compelling me is Reed Richards being the Doctor Doom of this universe. That's amazing.
That's hard. Hold on.
That's
hard.
fantastic. It's the way he becomes Doctor Doom 2 of the Maker, kidnapping this Reed and making sure that the cosmic rays go wrong and mutate and horribly deform the entire squad, except for him. And he implants and brainwashes and tortures him for years upon years, making him think he is Doom. And it's so good. It's so good.
Well, the Maker to me is the best character that came out of
Ultimate
Universe.
I agree. It's such a cool...
him and Miles Morales, bro.
And that's the thing, and that's what you guys were talking about when you mentioned the Absolute Universe is it's cool when creators are able to make interesting choices about these characters and their stories and their origins and their lore. And what happens when you have characters that have been established for decades, right? Who have existed for longer than we've been alive. It's a lot of that stuff is so ingrained in these characters, existence. It's hard, and their mythos. It's hard to kind of veer away from that. So when something like that hits, like the Maker, right, or these Absolute runs, you're just fuck yes, because unfortunately, a lot of these stories can get tiresome and repetitive. So it's cool to kind of for it to feel reinvigorated, right? And new. It's exciting. So and
I just think that's what the Absolute has in comparison to Ultimate. From someone who pretty much just read some of the Miles Morales, some of the Fantastic Four and Secret Wars, of course, is the penultimate or the finale to Hickman's run. But his Fantastic Four run is probably one of the best runs of all time. But this Absolute is going to go down in history as DC.
It's a great I think comic, bro.
One of the biggest comic. One of the biggest disappointments to me within the Ultimate Universe, especially, is Wolverine.
What is this Luna Snow doing?
They do a very significant change to him, where instead they make him a man out of time, essentially a soldier that was then taken by a offshoot underground foreign government and made into a sleeper agent, where his memory would then be wiped. And
so he's the Winter Soldier.
That's what fucking Wolverine happened to him with Weapon X program. Anyway,
that's already Wolverine.
And
the Winter Soldier have almost the same kind of general vibe.
It's just a different organization that did it. Yeah. Fuck.
He's Bucky Russian,
fried, bro.
Logan is Canadian.
That's the only difference.
Damn.
Weapon X is a Canadian program.
It's a Canadian. It's by Project. I believe it's Project K.
Cadmus. No, my bad.
What? No.
I don't know what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about something different.
Department K. Sorry, I think it's Department K.
Thank you.
It's a connection between the U.S. government and Canada's.
Jesus Christ, she's killing me.
Essentially, like their CIA.
Help.
Right.
Help.
But Bucky's got no adamantium.
Help.
Correct.
Yeah.
There is a Russian equivalent to Wolverine, though, isn't there?
Not Sabretooth.
Not Sabretooth.
Well, it technically is Red Omega.
Yes.
Thank you. Omega Red.
Omega Red.
Red
Omega is what they put in the starburst that give you cancer.
Red Omega is the shit from The Boys, what's his name does. Soldier Boy, when his shit powers up.
Oh, I forgot that fuck ass show is coming out, bro.
That's a good. Yeah,
I haven't watched the last season. I'm done with it.
You're not missing out, brother.
And I'm not watching Gen V.
It's alright. It's alright. It's not great.
Fuck that show.
It's not great, but it's also. It's
all in all, to say that this is
some good shit.
Just miles and miles and miles ahead of. Granted, I love the Ultimate Universe and it is great, but Absolute's just doing something for me, man. It's just hitting.
It's hitting.
Absolutely. Just like this episode was hitting. Thanks again for tuning in to another epic episode of the Cinestro Core. Go ahead and tap in with. Dang, I can't talk. The Modelo's hitting me. Go ahead and tap in with our boys are at Backstage XP. David got booted off the thing. I was gonna have him explain a little bit more, but he just got booted off. So whenever we get him back again in like a year, we'll get him on here to talk about it.
All 7 Dragon Balls.
We finally get him here, and then fate said nah. But yes, please tap in with them at Backstage XP, the Backstage XP. Check in with what they got going on over there. Go ahead and tap in with AZ. He's on the YouTube. Sorry,
the video's being recorded this week. I know I say this a lot, but trust me, it's actually
that every week.
I'm upgrading.
He said,
I'm upgrading
for real this time, guys.
For real this time, 1000%. I'm upgrading my internet this week, so I'm also going to be able to like stream again, which is cool. We're gonna be playing Kingdom Hearts. I've never played a Kingdom Hearts game. I don't like Kingdom Hearts. And I'm gonna just see how that goes.
You don't know.
I'm excited.
You don't know
Kingdom Hearts. I don't want to be a
that
Disney
nerd
adult, but
card
we'll see.
is fucking revoked.
Yeah, put the sticks down.
No, I'm a nerd, but I have sex, so I don't play Kingdom Hearts.
Oh God,
got him.
And that's why I have a child.
But yeah,
in vitro fertilization exists, Graham. It exists. Have you ever heard of the Virgin Mary? Come on, brother.
Oh my God.
Come on, brother.
Immaculate.
Kingdom Hearts, you get a virgin birth. That's so funny.
And whether or not you are or are not a virgin, go ahead and tap in with AZ on Twitch.tv. Sorry, single.
Yes.
Lock in with him.
But
over
especially
there as
tap in with us over at Cinestro Corp on all platforms. Listen, you can find us on the Twitter, the Instagram, at the TikTok. If you find us even out
the Twitch,
Cinestro, and like people will turn around and those will be our sleeper agents and they'll show you where we're at. We are everywhere. We are global. And we don't have the S yet, unfortunately.
I think
one of these days.
We just had the S. We had the S earlier, but then they got drafted due to the Iran situation. So
I got an email from legal, and they said that we have sent out a cease and desist to whoever has the S. So
spelled with an S, so they know we're serious.
Exactly. So we'll get that goddamn S one day. Just like y'all gotta go and like and subscribe. Check us out on Twitch as well. We're gonna be playing more games, doing more things. With that being said, appreciate y'all. Much love, and we will see you at the movies. Bye.
We're the kings of the screen, yeah. Cinestro Core, we're the dream, yeah. New episode Saturday afternoon. We in your ear, that comic book crew. More good it takes what we do. Cinestro Core, we're the crew.